just can't help it. Bang, bang, chisel, chisel.
I've never met anyone quite like her before.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Andie Land. It's your girl, Andie, and today we are underpainting. So if you would like to see how I got this flawless bomb look underpainting, which is like the trend now, make sure you're first and foremost subscribed to my channel, like this video, and keep watching. So happy 2024. This is my first official like YouTube video. I tried to record my first official glam for y'all. Long story short, that did not work out. So this is the first official Andie Land YouTube of 2024. And we're doing underpainting. So as always, my brows is already done and concealed. So basically underpainting, you put your concealer and everything on and then your foundation afterwards. Usually I kind of do the reverse. Underpainting sometimes does not work out well for me, but I feel like I've gotten kind of my routine down to where we can make it work. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to take my One Size Secure the Blur makeup magnet primer. I'm sorry, I had powder all over my table. I was trying to clean up yesterday. It didn't work. We're going to take this all over the face. I got about that much. The next powder I'm taking is my e.l.f. Power Grip. This is the one with niacinamide in it. We're just going to take this and put this on top. Make sure you get that forehead, jawline, all that. Now that my primers are on, we're going to set them into place because, baby, one thing I do not need is my face melting off. I do have oily skin. If you do not have oily skin, feel free to skip this step. Keep in mind, this routine is for me. It's what works for me. If it don't work for you, don't do it. So I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty powder. This is the shade Banana. And I have this little mini Laura Mercier powder puff. And I'm just going to pat this powder very lightly. Especially on my T-zone, because that's where I tend to get the most oily. After you set your face, you have to melt that powder. And you see how kind of ashy I'm looking? I want it to be in my face. So I make sure I take, oh, this is the lucky one. My Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is the gold can. I do prefer this to the black can. However, both are great, but I feel like this one just has a little bit of extra sign. You know what I'm saying? I did get a new concealer, you guys. This is the Makeup by Mario concealer. I literally just opened it. The box is still right here. This is shade 460, and it's the Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. This is, you know how scary I am with concealer, so hopefully this actually works for me. I've heard good things, but you know, I love a new concealer, so we're gonna try this. You know, I like to introduce like one new product in. I'm gonna take this concealer first, and we're going to conceal where I usually would conceal. Oh, this little, okay, the doe foot's kind of tiny, and it doesn't seem to have a lot of product coming in off of it, which means I'll probably have to be digging back in, but that's okay. And a little bit around the mouth. Now, in the inner corner of my eye, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the shade Tan Latte. I'm gonna put that right in that inner corner. For my contour, I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place stick in Katsina. This is the foundation stick. Yes, I still have this. Yes, it has not run out yet. I don't know what to tell y'all. So we're gonna take that on my cheekbone. I am taking a little bit more than I usually would, jawline and forehead, just because I am going on top of this with foundation. So, and then I'm gonna take a little tiny bit of the Juvia's Place blush. This is the shade Sweet Berries. Oh, that was a lot. It just came out. I don't know why so much just came out. And I'm literally gonna put that like on top of my contour. just that much. I did put a little bit more than a dot because, again, I'm going on top of this with my foundation. So I can be a little bit more heavy-handed, you know what I'm saying? I'm also going to take my Makeup by Mario concealer and just do a little bit underneath. Not a lot. Just to kill it, I help it. Bang, bang, chisel, chisel. Alright, so now that everything's on my face, I'm going to spray my face first. And now we can start blending. I'm going to blend out my contour first. And I'm going to use my Mod Buffing brush from, I got this from Target. No, I lied, TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. Don't sleep on TJ Maxx, they got some great brushes. And I'm literally blending most of this like right where it is. So how I would have blended this after I put on my foundation is kind of how I'm taking this. Ooh, my hair. All right, I'm gonna leave that like that for now. Oh, these clips hurt. Next, we're gonna blend out some of this concealer. I'm taking my BH Cosmetics and It's My Ray Ray collab setting brush. I'm just gonna pat that concealer. If you feel like your concealer dried down too much, go ahead and spray your face. I do like the Makeup by Mario concealer. It blends pretty nicely, and it has been, I let it sit, and it's a little tacky, but it's not like unblendable. Before I finish blending out my concealer, I'm gonna blend out my blush. Just because I feel like if I don't do that, I'm gonna regret it because it's gonna get all muddy with my concealer. I'm taking my Moda complexion brush. I got this from TJ Maxx too. And we're just gonna pat that blush in. Yes, I went a little heavy-handed because, again, we're going on top of this. Taking that same concealer brush, I'm going to blend out the e.l.f. Camo concealer, and then that should be it. Now that everything's sort of kind of blended almost the way I want, I'm going to go on top of it and blend with my Miracle airbrush sponge from Real Techniques. It's my first time using it, so pray because I did dampen it, but to be honest, it was really already pretty soft, so I'm kind of just going over all the edges. I don't know how I feel about the sponge yet, but we're gonna see. It's real soft. It feels like an actual beauty blender, like how soft it is. It's definitely a lot softer than the orange ones. Now, to be honest, if I was in a rush, I'd probably just set, put some powder, and call it a day. But we are underpainting, so we're going to put on foundation. Foundation we're going to use today is my Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation SPF 15. This is the shade Neutral Golden. Now, when I got matched with this, I let my friend do it, and she matched me to my face. My face and my body are not the same color. My face is actually lighter than my body. Most people's is darker or lighter. Mine is lighter. So, since my neck's really not going to be shown, and I'm going to probably bronze the hell out of my jaw, we're going to stick with this because I actually do like the finish and consistency of it. It's just lighter than my body. And to blend that out, I'm taking, this is basically like an angled kabuki brush. I got this in a set from Be Small on Amazon. I wanted more of a fluffier brush so that way the foundation isn't super full coverage and I can't see what I've already done because that kind of defeats the purpose. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear me? Okay. So I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand. I did 2 pumps. To be honest, that might be too much. Take my little kabuki brush. Ooh, my curls, child. These clips is not doing what needs done. Alright, I want y'all to look at how flawless this coverage is. This foundation, I used to shade match people to it at Ulta, and I kind of fell in love with the consistency like on other people. So I was very, very happy that it still looked that great on me. But baby, let me get my mirror. So you see how you can still see like my contour and blush, but it is a little bit more muted. So this would be more for like my natural skin wearers. Granted, you can still definitely like buff this up, but I feel like I just look so flawless. If I would have used a heavier brush, I feel like I wouldn't have liked this so much. Before I set, I am gonna spray again, just to, I need this blend flawless, you know what I'm saying? Take your sponge, especially along the jawline. Just because when I put that contour down, it was a little harsh. It was a lot of harsh. All right, I am going to set. I'm trying to think of what I want to use to set. Part of me really wants to use my Maybelline Fit Me. Part of me just wants to use my Huda like I've been doing, because Huda, and she just came out with a new powder. Oh my god, I need it. I need it so bad. You know, let's use Huda. She'll never do me wrong. Okay. We're gonna use my Huda Beauty powder. This is Easy Bake in the shade Banana Bread. And then taking my Laura Mercier powder puff we used before. I'm gonna dip it into that powder. Now I'm taking my Fenty foundation powder. This is the shade 420. Using a big fluffy brush, we're just gonna plaster this all on top. To bake, I'm gonna use my Chanel powder. This is shade 10, same powder puff. And I'm just gonna chisel out my nose, under the eye. We're gonna do minimal shadow today, because I feel like when I underpaint, it's never like, unless I'm like in a rush. Plus, we was fucking on skin today, so like, why would I bring it like a bold eyelid? You know what I'm saying? Don't make sense. I'm gonna leave that out real quick while I bronze. Taking Fenty Beauty's Coco Naughty Bronzer. And I'm taking my big fluffy color brush. And we are going to bronze today, honey. I'm basically setting my contour with this. And we're also going to use this to chisel out my nose. Taking my smaller color brush. And we're just going to. And then for blush, I'm taking volume 1 from Juvia's Place. And I thought I had another blush brush, but I guess I don't. All right, I have this angled Japanese brush. We're going to go into the berry at the top. Super pretty. Y'all see that? Ooh. I'm gonna carve out my jawline a little bit with whatever's left on that powder puff, nothing extra. And then take my foundation powder brush and dust my chin, basically the lower half of my face. So for my eyes, I like to keep them a little bit neutral, I feel like, today. So we're going in with the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions palette. And I'm taking this Morphe M505, the fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go in with this middle shade right here. Then I'm gonna go into the deepest, darkest brown. Like me to switch brushes. I'm gonna take this pencil brush from Morphe, the M321, and we're gonna take that to this outer corner to deepen out that. We are gonna put on liner and lashes, so. And blending with that first brush, just blending the edges before we put on my little shimmer. Y'all know me, about 3 shadows is the max. 3 shades, because I ain't got time. We are gonna do more like intricate looks this year, I promise. Taking this flat brush from, it's an Andie brush, again, Amazon. And let's see, I feel like I should go in with this bottom one. So basically we use the whole bottom row. And just lightly patting that on my lid space. Nothing too defined. If you need to use your finger, use your finger. I probably should have used my finger if I'm being honest. I feel like I went a little too high. But we here now, so I'm gonna try to tone this down a little bit. But okay, I'm gonna put on my liner and my lashes, and then I'm gonna be right back so we can finish the rest of this. Okay, bye. Alright, so now that my lashes are on, we're going to line my lips using the Chestnut pencil from MAC. Alright, and then I'm going to take my e.l.f. lip oil. This is in the shade Honey Talks. We're just gonna put that on top. It's real simple lip today. Real simple. I'm gonna dust off this powder now. I have my Fenty Beauty powder because I have a feeling I might look a little ashy, but we're just gonna dust this off and then spray my face so I can take out my hair. I'm gonna put some of the Huda Beauty Legit lashes on my bottom lashes. I was gonna do some shadow, but I feel like I don't need to. Alright, so now that my face is pretty much done, we're gonna spray again with the Morphe Gold Can. Alright, I'm gonna go take my hair down and then I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so this is my final look. Underpainting complete, face looking flawless as usual. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Big shout out to my giveaway winner. Big shout out to everybody who made it to 2024 with these new goals and whatnot. And big shout out to everybody who subscribed to my channel because I love you guys so much. We have a lot in store for 2024, baby, okay? So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like, leave a comment, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.